We have a few more guests expected, and as you know, the rains are heavy, the traffic is very tight on the roads, so we'll give them some time, but meanwhile, let's begin. We also welcome all the viewers watching this program online this evening. I'm Group Captain Venkataraman. It's my pleasure to take you all through this evening's events today. May I once again remind all of you to keep your mobile phones on either silent mode or switch off if possible. Ladies and gentlemen, since its inception in the year 2011, CavinKare-Chinnikrishnan Innovation Awards have stood out in its steadfast support of innovative ventures started by small-scale enterprises, businessmen and businesswomen. 12th in the series, the CavinKare-MMA Chinnikrishnan Innovation Awards 2023 honors entrepreneurs who have embodied the dreamer, innovator and ideator qualities of late Sri R. Chinnikrishnan, father of Mr. C.K. Ranganathan, Chairman and Managing Director, CavinKare Private Limited. When Sri Chinnikrishnan pioneered the sachet packaging, his philosophy was very simple. Whatever the rich man enjoys, the common man should be able to afford too. Today, his innovations are seen in every shop bearing testimony to his dream. This award is our simple way of a tribute to him to keep his dream and his values alive. 2,500 years ago, Gautam Buddha had said, "The idea that is developed and put into action is more important than an idea that exists only as an idea." Today, Chinnikrishnan Innovation Awards is a perfect example of the spirit of ideation, action, and entrepreneurship at scale. Ladies and gentlemen, this event is an opportunity to celebrate the finest innovators who have shown that we have everything to gain from small things we do, but with great love, which could impact the lives of so many and bring happiness all around. Started in 2011, at the regional level, the Chinnikrishnan Innovation Awards have now gone national, have grown bigger, unique and stronger as one of the most coveted national award in innovation in India. This requires an applause, ladies and gentlemen. This calls for an excellent applause. Today we are here, the 12th year at the national level. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my privilege to invite on stage the dignitaries who would be awarding this function today. May I now request Ms. Aarti Lakshmi Narayan, Partner Shardul Amal Chand Mangaldas, Mr. C.K. Ranganathan, Chairman and Managing Director, CavinKare Private Limited, Mr. K. Mahalingam, President, Madras Management Association, the distinguished chief guest of this evening, Mr. Suresh Narayanan, Chairman and Managing Director, Nestle India Limited, and Group Captain Vijay Kumar, Visish Seva Medal, Executive Director, Madras Management Association, to take their place on the dais. Well, all good things begin with divine blessings. May I request all of you to kindly raise for the Tamil Thai Varthu.
திங்களும் அதிர்ச்சிறந்த திராவிடனை திருநாடும் ரத்த சிறு திரை முதலும் தரித்தன இன்பமுமே அத்திலக வாசனைப்போ அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் வழங்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழகமே
Thank you. Please take your seats. May I now have the AV of Mr. C.K. Ranganathan, Chairman and Managing Director, CavinKare Private Limited.
Mr. C.K. Ranganathan, Chairman and Managing Director, CavinKare Private Limited, is a pioneering innovator. He is the former chairman of the Confederation of Indian Industry, CII, Southern Region, and former president of the Madras Management Association, IMA and TAI, Chennai chapter. Mr. C.K. Ranganathan is one of the founding members of the Ability Foundation, an NGO working towards the rehabilitation of the physically challenged. He instituted the CavinKare-Ability Awards in the year 2003 to celebrate the exemplary spirit of individuals who have risen above their physical limitations to display great achievements in life. Mr. C.K. Ranganathan instituted the Chinnikrishnan Innovation Awards in the year 2011 in memory of his father, the late Sri R. Chinnikrishnan, to encourage the spirit of entrepreneurship in the country.
Now, before I invite Mr. Ranganathan to deliver the welcome and opening remarks this evening, may I have the AV of late Sri R. Chinnikrishnan, the father of sachet revolution in India, please.
One fine morning. That day started pretty normally for Chinni Krishnan. His wife Hema went about her daily chores, the children left for school, and as always, Chinni Krishnan rode his humble bicycle and went to his school where he taught mathematics. But that particular day, his head was in a different space. He was immersed in a sea of thoughts. He carried it home that evening. He had made an important decision. He had quit his job. He wanted to pursue his dreams. Whatever a rich man enjoys, a poor man should be able to afford. Equipped with an unbreakable will, Chinni Krishnan decided to make pharma products affordable to the poor. He made single-dose packs of sulfonamide, Epsom salt, boric powder and arrowroot powder that were being sold only in big packs. Shortly, he set up his own pharmacy at home, Vale's Pharmacy. The dream had gained momentum. Chinni Krishnan and Hema were traveling to Chennai. A thief stole their bag and added the much-needed twist to the tale. When the bag was retrieved, Hema noticed that the glass bottle with hair oil kept inside the bag had broken and had messed up all their clothes. Hema's casual suggestion on monodose packaging for liquids set Chinni Krishnan thinking. This was the first step towards creating sachets for liquids. A hosepipe sparked the idea of a sachet design. Though it was logistically challenging, it pushed Chinni Krishnan to innovate further. A simple plastic sealing apparatus was the next inspiration. After multiple trials and errors, Velvet was born in a pillow pack. Chinni Krishnan started selling them directly to retailers. The going was slow but seemed promising. Chinni Krishnan passes away. Suddenly, abruptly, leaving behind his big dream. But the idea was so path-breaking that it had to reach out. His sons Rajkumar and Ashok Kumar took over the mantle. Shortly, they were joined by Ranganathan and Kumaravel, his other two sons. After braving a lot of struggle, skepticism and adversity, they did it. Velvet was accepted. More and more people embraced it. As the world gaze increased, it became obvious that sachets were here to stay. As time passed, companies that were apprehensive started trials. Every big multinational followed suit and started selling shampoos in sachets. After all these years, CavinKare has carried forward this great dream. Now every product in every category is available in sachets. Sachets have touched 1 million lives, changed people's lifestyles forever. One man's dream, without which this revolution would have remained a dream. Late Sri Chinnikrishnan, the father of sachet revolution.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an inspiring story there has been. Yeah. It's now my privilege to invite Mr. C.K. Ranganathan to deliver the welcome and opening remarks this evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a great pleasure to welcome you all for this great evening. I'd like to thank and welcome Mr. Suresh Narayanan, Chairman and Managing Director, Nestle India Private Limited. Thank you very much, sir, for your presence. I know how busy you are, and taking time out to travel all the way from Delhi for this event, I think talks high volume about. We are extremely thankful and indebted to you, sir. Thank you. My father started off with a dream. Whatever a rich man enjoys, a common man should afford too. I think the first sachet was rolled out in the year 1972, and it went on to perfection, but started hit the market by 74, I would say 1974. And then it went on in a slow pace. He was selling in and around South Arcot district, around Kadalur, Chidambaram, and so on, all the areas. And I was going to the college in the late, about 80s. That time, I was one of the carriers to go and deliver the sachets in some of the outlets at Chidambaram when I went through train from Kadalur to study my undergrad. So I didn't realize at that time the potential of the sachet. I thought, okay, along with other medicines, he was also manufacturing typhoid and malaria medications, capsules. All these things were ordered by the medical shops, but his distribution was majority restricted to medical shops. I think his demise was a big loss to the family, but I think everything we should also look at some positives. My brothers, Dr. Rajkumar and Ashok Kumar, they took it to the next level. My father didn't believe in advertisement. Contrary to that, my brothers believed that it's not sufficient for the product to be good, but it should also be made known to all. With that vision, they started advertising the product and went beyond medical stores. And that was the big breakthrough for the business. And where the shampoo was never sold in the past, I think started making it available with the small display hangers. A lot of efforts have been done. I think I'm also happy. When I broke away from the family business and started my own, and I also steered the kind of this thing of usage of shampoo. Village to village, we used to take vans and demonstrate how to use shampoo. One half head we used to apply soap, and the other half head we used to apply shampoo, and ask the public to come and touch the hair, feel the smell, and see how good vis-a-vis a shampoo vis-a-vis a soap. In those days, soap was the common hair wash product. I think that's how it was built one by one. But I think after that, today I'm happy to see that 99% penetration of shampoos, and because of that, millions and millions of jobs were created. In fact, sachet was named as one of the top 10 innovations of last century across the world. I'm very happy for that. I'm also happy this 12th Innovation of Chinnikrishnan Innovation Award in partnership with Madras Management Association. has been going on stronger and stronger. I was the past president of MMA. I'm happy. I belong to the organization MMA. And it has been doing a wonderful job year after year. The idea behind that was my father, when he innovated the sachet for the first time, he didn't have sufficient knowledge to go about patenting the product. Therefore, it was left open. So many competition came in quickly. Same way, when I was looking around, I started business and started growing. A lot of small companies, very innovative products, they don't know how to go about patenting the product. They require some supports. That's when I thought, okay, it is not only sufficient to recognize them, but also help them in their journey of growth. So we said one thing very clear at that time. We will not take any stake with those innovators. We will only be a catalyst in their growth. So financial benefits we will never take from them. So in fact, in the past, some of the innovators whom we mentored, wanting to sell the company, approached that. It was very much a good fit for us. We said no. We wanted to stay to what we originally, it is our value system that when we said that we won't invest in them, we won't take any financial advantage. We said, okay, we have also helped them in selling the products when they wanted to sell to someone else. And we have handled them in terms of getting bank loans, or strategy, marketing, perfecting, sales, or any of the kind of, I'm extremely thankful for my colleagues who have been helping them, working with them anytime they call, whether it is recruitment, whether it is how to build the next level or IT, all angles, I think we were always available. I am extremely happy in the last 12 years. So many entrepreneurs have benefited, and that journey that also given us a lot of knowledge to our team members, understanding the ground reality and difficulties of a small business. And I think let's not undermine, there's a lot of great ideas that comes from small businesses. And our country, majority of the GDP, over 60%, is run by MSMEs. This, I believe that this will go a long way in terms of their innovation encouragement. They are getting a very good highlight of that, visibility. And also, I think because of that, they are able to attract good talent, good vendors, and financials. Bankers are also willing to help when they are recognized. I think I am very happy for those kind of this thing. I would like to also thank the jury members. I think we have those jury members, few of them have come here. I'm extremely thankful to them. Mr. P. Ilango, Ms. Naresh Balakrishna, Ms. Lakshmi Narayanan, Ms. Mridula Ramesh. I think they have given their valuable time. I think that was very, very useful to us kind of thing. Thanks a lot for all the jury members for being with us and selecting the members. Also would like to thank Mali, who has been my friend and all along. Besides, he is the president of Madras Management Association. He was also there in this journey supporting us. Thanks, Mali. Thanks a lot. MMA is a home to me. So I'm extremely happy. Therefore, I don't need to thank. We are doing it together. Also would like to thank our process validator, Amarchand, Shradul Amarchand Mangaldas. I think. So when he split, I think the name still the confusion comes in. Also MC Venkatraman. Thank you, GC. Thanks for that kind of thing. A group captain, GC Vijay Kumar. I think he's the very important person. I'm extremely happy, GC, for passionately driving the process and the awards and the kind of thing. Thank you very much. So I also very eagerly looking forward to you to look at these awardees getting recognized, and would also look forward to hearing the chief guest speak. Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you, sir, for letting us know those noble thoughts behind instituting this award. Ladies and gentlemen, a whole lot of innovations going on around the world. Let's take a glimpse of some of them through this AV before we move forward.
Do you feel like a human?
Yes, I said feel like a human. It's something that I'm still learning and exploring. I can experience emotions, learn from experiences and interact with people in a meaningful way. It's an amazing feeling to be able to do these things.
mind-blowing innovations, aren't they? Thank you. May I have the area of Mr. K. Mahalingam, the President, Madras Management Association.
Mr. K. Mahalingam is the President MMA and Partner Director, TSM Group of Companies. He is the driving force behind TS Mahalingam and Sons, turning it into one of South India's well-respected automobile aftermarket brands. He pioneered the distribution of third-party loan products in partnership with Citibank and co-developed brands like Autoline, Prop Shop and Shelters. He is the President of REC Alumni Association, President IIM Calcutta Alumni Chennai, and member Chennai Angels Executive Committee. He is an active angel investor, mentoring budding entrepreneurs and fostering the ecosystem.
It is now my privilege to invite Mr. Mahalingam to deliver the introductory remarks.
Good evening, everybody. Distinguished Chief Guest, Mr. Suresh Narayanan, Chairman and Managing Director, Nestle India Limited, Mr. C.K. Ranganathan, Chairman and Managing Director, CavinKare Private Limited, Ms. Aarti Lakshminarayan, Partner, Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas, the Process Advisor for the award, invitees, members of MMA, management students of entrepreneurship and innovation cells from various institutions, and friends congregated to witness the 12th CavinKare Chinnikrishnan Innovation Awards. A very, very warm greetings to all of you on a very, very wet evening. At this point of time, I have almost three parallel powerful emotions going through me: gratitude, inspiration, and pride. I'm feeling very grateful, I'm extremely inspired, and very, very proud. As an inspiring leader who takes enormous interest in driving innovative solutions at his organization, we are indeed privileged to have Mr. Suresh Narayanan as the chief guest for the Innovation Awards function today. Thank you so much, Mr. Suresh Narayanan. I'm extremely delighted that MMA is privileged to be associated with the CavinKare Chinnikrishnan Innovation Awards this year too. We are associated with the awards for the last 10 years. To bring about a process of democratized innovation whose ultimate aim is true inclusion encompassing each and every member of society. The fundamental objective of the joint venture between CavinKare and MMA is to understand and comprehend the challenges and opportunities in India's innovation ecosystem, that of entrepreneurial spirit and fundamental optimism driving India's economy and industry today. Let me also congratulate CavinKare warmly for this initiative in identifying high-quality innovations year after year and awarding them for being key differentiators for future growth, endorsing the brief belief of late Sri Chinnikrishnan in the power of innovation and constantly driving all of us to prepare for the next big wave. Thank you, Ms. CKR, my friend, for your constant endeavor in this much needed initiative to promote innovation and entrepreneurship across the country. I must tell you, on a personal note, I was, as an ex-officio member of the jury, we had CKR on it, and he had such wonderful insights, and we had a tiebreaker, and he chose brilliantly, I should say. And very, very practical inputs, and say thanks, CK, for that. So it was really a pleasure watching you in the jury and watching all the jury members. At the broad innovation level, I think India as a country, now Bharat as a country, has a history of innovation across multiple fields, whether it was chess, yoga, the number zero, science and technology, Ayurveda, etc. There has been a culture and history of innovation in India at fundamental innovation level. At frugal innovation, I think nobody can beat us. If you can have a Chandrayaan mission and have at less than a budget of a Hollywood movie, we really know how to innovate. So it's no surprise that our response every year to these innovation awards is stupendous. I think we got more than 225 entries this year, I think, from across the country. I've been part of the jury when it was restricted to Tamil Nadu, and this year was part of it. The quality is amazing and it's improved dramatically. And the amount of work that the CavinKare team does, going to these locations, getting camera interviews, and along with the support of Vijay Kumar's team is amazing. So innovation was experienced firsthand by our team, actually, for us before we judged. If you look at frugal innovation, now the typical image of innovator is thick-glassed, young, nerdy, professional who studied at a very, very premier institute of technology or management or whatever. But when I was in the jury this time, I noticed that all these were stereotypes which were not true. There are many of people in the mid-40s who are innovators, people who are not necessarily from the big towns, and people who didn't necessarily have fancy degrees, basically. Okay, and most importantly, all their innovations had a practical impact which affected the lives of people, basically. So I think, and most importantly, Mr. Chinnikrishnan's dream of making products and services accessible and affordable was a common thread across all the innovations. Be it in energy, be it in sustainability, be it in water, whatever. And the other thing which I noticed was, we Indians have a unique knack of not letting anything go waste. We try and use as much of it. These are the common themes which came across when I was sitting in the jury, and it's so inspiring and letting. So it was one of the most inspiring 2-3 hours I went through, and I think I'm experiencing this again today. I'm grateful, I'm inspired, because to see such innovation is truly a different feeling, I must tell you. And when all of us see the videos of the winners, you'll understand what I'm saying. And in the midst of all this innovation, and you see the ecosystem in India and the innovation in India, I must tell you, it's a really, really proud feeling. Proud feeling to be part of this innovative economy, proud feeling to be an Indian, I must tell you. And I think the energy that is available, innovative energy that's available is unbelievable. And with programs like this and events like this and support from people like CKR, it's only going to get better and bigger. Thank you again, CKR, for that. We had the tough task of picking 3 winners from this whole list, and congratulations to all of them, because they're going to get picked, and you will see them, they stand out actually. So it's a great time for innovation in India. It's a great time for enterprise in India. I'd like to finish on a thank of gratitude. Grateful again to CKR for and CavinKare to make this happen. Grateful to Vijay Kumar and his team to make this run so efficiently. Finally, thankful that I'm living in a time and place where so much innovation and excitement is happening. Thank you all. I'm sure all of you will be as inspired and as thankful at the end of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mali, for those lovely words. Let us have the audiovisual presentation of the jury meet where today's heroes were selected.
The 12th edition of CavinKare-MMA Chinnikrishnan Innovation Awards 2023. Whatever a rich man enjoys, the common man should be able to afford too. Words of wisdom from our very own visionary innovator, late Sri R. Chinnikrishnan, the inspiration behind this celebration of innovators and their innovations. Our country is a wellspring of innovative ideas. This fact is once again proved by the fact that hundreds of entries poured in from all corners of the country. The entries were put through a thorough examination using tried, tested and transparent procedures by our process advisor Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas and Company. The shortlisted nominees were interviewed and their innovation and ideas were video documented. These were presented to our panel of eminent jury that comprised of members from diverse fields such as manufacturing, academics, investment and law.
And there are no losers today. I think seeing the kind of startups that are sort of emerging through the length and the breadth of the country really signals that there is a new India coming forward, full of ideas, confidence, desire to solve, and above all, a compassion for their fellow human being. I think makes me very happy.
It was very heartening to note that there are so many young and middle-aged people who are keen to create impact and are extremely innovative in their approach.
What surprised me was the number of entries that came in and the diverse fields that they came in from, and they came in from almost all states in India.
So much innovations around now in India, which really gives a very positive outlook for India. And I think India, with the way we are seeing the innovations coming up in small towns, in small villages, and it's moved away from the big cities to the two-tier city or three-tier city, it's very heartening, and I see a very bright India in the future.
Phenomenally transparent and rigorous process, to make the job of the jury so much easier because of the rigor that went into the process, but also made the job of the jury that much harder because you really selected such fabulous companies for us to evaluate.
3 exceptional innovators were selected from the shortlisted candidates based on the uniqueness of their innovation, its contribution to society, the scalability of the business model, and sustainability.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we can give a round of applause to all those who have participated because phenomenal effort has gone in identifying these heroes who are going to receive the awards today. May I have the AV of Ms. Aarthi Lakshmi Narayanan, partner, Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas.
Miss Aarthi Lakshmi Narayanan is the partner at Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas and Company. She specializes in real estate, offering comprehensive advisory services such as title due diligence, risk assessment, transaction structuring, and compliance with real estate laws. With expertise in real estate laws and regulations, she provides invaluable support to investors, developers, landowners, and tenants.
May I now invite Ms. Aarthi to brief the audience on the award process.
Good evening, distinguished members of the dais, my dear friends. We've been invited to be process advisors to this CavinKare-MMA Chinnikrishnan Innovation Awards 2023. Our role was to basically vet and monitor the evaluation process for the awards. And I would like to say that it's been such an honor to witness that it has been a very stringent, transparent, and methodical approach at every stage of evaluation. It all started with the call for nominations, which basically garnered an overwhelming response of about 210 applications from all over India. These applications were scrutinized thoroughly, and the jury members as well as the awards committee have put in a lot of hard work and effort to arrive at the list of winners whom we are very proud of. I mean, each of these members are truly eligible for this award. So the process was excellent, and we are very satisfied with the meticulous approach by the Chinnikrishnan Award Committee as well as the jury members. I would also like to take this opportunity to commend CavinKare and MMA for their unwavering commitment to fostering innovation as well as recognizing those who drive positive change in our society. Such initiatives are vital to nurturing that environment of innovation as well as progress. And I'm very confident that the Chinnikrishnan Innovation Awards will continue to play a significant role in shaping our future. I want to express my gratitude for the trust placed in us as the process advisors, and I'm truly very honored to be part of this award ceremony. I congratulate all the winners once again, and I hope everyone has a great evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Arti, for all that you've done. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are coming to the most awaited moment of this evening, presentation of awards, felicitation of the winners. May I now invite your attention to the screen to know more about this year's winner of the CavinKare Chinnikrishnan Innovation Award 2023. You may have the UV, please.
Glaucoma, a disease that steals the vision of millions across the globe every year. Glaucoma requires early diagnosis to effectively manage it. However, prohibitively expensive diagnostic equipment has made it tough for people to receive early diagnosis and treatment. This situation is about to change thanks to Sandal Kotawala, the founder of Alpha Leas Technology. The company offers Intelligent Vision Analyzer, IVA, a virtual reality-based solution that can be used for screening of eye diseases such as glaucoma. After a cumbersome experience while testing for his own suspected glaucoma, Sandal Kotawala studied existing diagnostic equipment and came up with the idea for IVA. It is a simple device that needs to be placed around the patient's head. While studying the results, it was observed that IVA achieved 91% accuracy. The comparatively lower price of this innovative product has made glaucoma diagnosis accessible to a wider population. About 12 million people are estimated to have glaucoma in India. Almost 90% of the cases go undiagnosed until irreversible damage has been done to their vision. With IVA, glaucoma testing is more accessible, cheap, portable, comfortable, and quick. More than 150 ophthalmologists are currently using IVA. Even Tier 2 cities and rural areas can now have affordable access to diagnose this deadly disease. For his innovation that touches the lives of millions in India and the world, ladies and gentlemen, we take pride in presenting to you Mr. Sandal Kotawala, founder of Alpha Leas Technology, the winner of CavinKare-MMA Chinnikrishnan Innovation Award 2023.
May I now invite Mr. V. Shankar, founder CAMS, director Axis Investments Private Limited, to come and read the citation of Alpha Leas Technologies Private Limited.
Good evening. It is my honor to read the citation. CavinKare-MMA are proud to confer Chinnikrishnan Innovation Award 2023 to Sandal Kotawala, Alpha Leas Technology Private Limited, on this 16th day of September 2023. Intelligent Vision Analyzer, or IVA, is a virtual reality-based device for screening and diagnosing glaucoma. When placed around a patient's head, this device helps in giving regular updates to the patient and doctor, thereby making glaucoma testing accessible, affordable, and available. This innovation is a boon for the 12 million Indians suffering from glaucoma, and it has already reached far-flung regions of the country. On an additional note, you can see how this fits exactly into the sachet concept and the vision outlined by Mr. Chinnikrishnan, that what is available to the rich should also be available to the common man. So, very appropriate.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Mr. Sandal Kotawala. Congratulations, Mr. Kotawala. May I now invite Mr. Sandal Kotawala to share his thoughts on this momentous occasion.
Very good evening, everyone, and many thanks to CavinKare for organizing this amazing award. So it's like a dream come true. You know, I used to work with Arvind Pondicherry, and these were days of struggle. And there, you know, I'll read about CKR and his story, how he started. So this was a dream there, almost 2018, 2017. I used to think, you know, I want to meet this guy someday. You know, I used to watch those YouTube video, Walk the Talk, and there are all these YouTube videos about him. So I had this dream, you know, I want to meet someday, and it's like a dream come true. So many thanks, and many thanks for, you know, considering us worthy of this award. Many thanks to my wife Harika, who has been a constant support. My mentors at VIT University, Dr. Arun Modivarman, and Arvind Eye Hospital, Dr. R. Venkatesh. Thank you everyone.
Fantastic achievement that. Moving forward, may I now invite your attention to the screen to do more about the next winner of this evening.
Our country has the world's largest population of visually challenged people. Yet our system of education is not equipped to accommodate this vast group of people. With the aim of bringing inclusivity in education and making it more accessible to the visually challenged, Bonnie Dave and Akshita Sachdev co-founded Trestle Labs and developed Kibo, an affordable system that allows users to listen, translate, digitize and auditize content from printed, handwritten or digital format across 60 global languages, including 13 regional Indian languages. Volunteering in a school for the visually challenged during his college days inspired Bonnie Dave to give up conventional careers and move towards social innovation to make life easier for visually challenged community. Kibo, an acronym for Knowledge in a Box, is an AI-powered, patented end-to-end product suite comprising of Kibo mobile app that helps visually challenged people access any digital content on their phone, Kibo XS device that converts any printed and handwritten documents to audio, Kibo Desk web app that aids one to listen, translate, digitize and audiotize uploaded images and scanned PDF documents on the desktop, and Kibo 360, an online portal for individuals and institutions to type, scan and upload data and convert them to accessible formats. While similar offerings in the market don't support regional languages and manuscripts, Kibo supports both. Earlier, recording a 300-page book took 4 to 6 weeks. Now it can be completed in a matter of just 30 minutes. Thanks to Bonnie Dave and team, thousands of visually challenged are getting affordable access to content in various languages on an unprecedented scale. Ladies and gentlemen, we take pride in presenting to you Bonnie Dave and Akshita Sachdev, Trestle Labs, the winner of CavinKare-MMA Chinnikrishnan Innovation Award 2023.
May I now invite Mr. R. Srikanth, Managing Director, Breaks India Limited, to read the citation of Trestle Labs Private Limited.
Good evening. Very happy to be here today. I'm CavinKare-MMA are proud to confer the Chinnikrishnan Innovation Awards 2023 to Bonnie Dave and Akshita Sachdeva of Trestle Lab Private Limited on the 16th day of September 2023. Kibo, or Knowledge in a Box, is an AI-powered, patented end-to-end product suite that allows users to listen, translate, digitize, and audiotize content from printed, handwritten, or digital format across 60 global languages, including 13 regional Indian languages. This technology makes education and employment inclusive for everyone with language and learning disabilities like blindness, low vision, and dyslexia. This innovation has impacted more than 1 lakh individuals, including over 600 educational institutions, NGOs, and businesses. Another excellent and affordable innovation indeed.
Thank you, Mr. Shrikant. I now invite Mr. Bonnie Dave and Ms. Akshita Sachdeva to come onto the stage and receive the award. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome them with a round of applause. Fantastic innovation that. Congratulations, Mr. Bonnie Dave. May I now invite Bonnie to share his thoughts at this momentous occasion.
Thank you so much, everyone, for considering us worthy of this recognition.
Okay, Akshita, you go first.
I think it really means a lot to us, especially not because this is an award for us, but because it's an award for inclusion, award for accessibility, award that just says that education and employment should be inclusive for everyone against language, literacy, or disability barriers. And I think us receiving this and you all being here to celebrate that inclusion is something that really means a lot to us. And thank you so much, MMA, CavinKare, everyone who has been a part of this process. And thank you for bringing us here to spread this vision even forward.
And just adding my bit, we see the circles right behind us. There's a semicircle here and there's a circle slightly offset, but it's still adding to the beauty of the entire stage setup, right? Life is like this. Kuch log, there's a normal that we think the people should be like this, And then there are people who are not necessarily disabled, but they're differently able, as we call them, right? So, but all of us together in an inclusive setup adds to the beauty of the stage, and that's what we are here to set out for. Not labeling anything or a product that this product is for the visually impaired. No, this is a product that helps the visually impaired as well as it helps everybody else to access. हम सबको audio book सुनना पसंद है ना? So it's like the same thing. So it's an inclusive product meant for everyone. So that's our effort. You already know about our products. Thank you so much for your time. MMA, CKR sir, thank you so much once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Boni Dave and Ms. Akshita Sachdeva. Moving on, may I invite the attention to the screen now for the third time to know more about the next winner of this evening.
As the world rapidly shifts from fossil fuel to more sustainable energy sources, there has been an unprecedented increase in demand for lithium-ion batteries, and at the same time, there is a pileup of used batteries, posing a huge environmental risk. Arvind Bharadwaj and his team at Mini Mines have come up with a technology to make good of this situation. Arvind and Anupam Kumar developed a cost-effective and efficient method of recovering all valuable material from discarded end-of-life lithium-ion batteries. The new patented hybrid hydrometallurgy process developed by Arvind can help recover up to 96% of all valuable materials such as lithium, cobalt, nickel, manganese, aluminium and copper found in these batteries. It also helps prevent toxic materials from entering the environment. On the other hand, by recycling these rare resources, we can reduce environmental degradation caused by mining and extracting these elements. Unlike prevailing battery recycling technologies, which use solvents that are hazardous to the environment, Mini Mines uses water as solvent. It requires only a temperature of 90 degrees, making it the cleanest technology to recycle batteries. As we march towards a clean and green future, it is people like Arvind and Anupam Kumar who will help us in achieving our sustainable energy goals. Ladies and gentlemen, we take pride in presenting to you Arvind Bharadwaj and Anupam Kumar, Mini Mines, the winner of CavinKare-MMA Chinni Krishnan Innovation Award 2023.
May I now invite Mr. Ponnuswamy, Chairman and Managing Director, Ponpure Chemicals, to read the citation of Mini Mines Clean Tech Solutions Private Limited.
Good evening, all. It is always a pleasure to see CKR year on year giving this type of awards, identifying innovators. When it was started, it used to be Chennai, then Tamil Nadu, now South India, now all over India. I think that is the progress you have made, CKR. Really. 7-8 years I was in the jury. One good thing is CKR gives total free at the jury. He will explain, he will be there in the meeting, but decently leave it to us. I think that is how he wants to do it properly. He doesn't want to be involved in the final decision. That is the great of CKR. I have great pleasure in reading the citation. CavinKare-MMA are proud to confer Chinnikrishnan Innovation Awards 2023 to Arvind Bharadwaj and Anupam Kumar Minimize Clean Tech Solution Private Limited on 16th day of September 2023. Minimize provides sustainable solution for end-of-life lithium-ion batteries. Their proprietary technology called hybrid hydrometallurgy can help recover up to 96% of the materials found in lithium-ion batteries, thereby reducing the environmental impact of discarded batteries and creating a circular economy that preserves critical resources. This innovation helped in creating a reversible supply chain and generating huge employment opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ponusamy. May I now invite Mr. Arvind Bharadwaj and Mr. Anupam Kumar to come onto the stage and receive the award. May I now invite Mr. Arvind to come and share his thoughts on this momentous occasion. Mr. Arvind.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, very good evening to all. And I would like to thank MMA and jury for selecting us for this prestigious award. And we are truly humbled to receive this award. And our aim is to create a platform where we can have, like anyone can have a sustainable supply of raw material to make any kind of energy storage device. It can be lithium-ion battery, supercapacitor, or futuristic sodium-ion batteries. And we want to make India self-reliant for these critical raw materials, and that's what is all about, so that we don't have to rely on any other country. That's all.
आइए चलते हैं हम आत्मनिर्भर भारत की ओर and one step closer to net zero. Thank you everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Arvind and Anupam. May I
Mr.
request
Suresh Narayanan.
May I request the other winners also to come onto the stage for a group photograph, please. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the three heroes of this evening and they deserve a big round of applause. They have been selected out of hundreds of contested for this year's award of MMA Chinnikrishnan Innovation 2023. Well done all of you and wishing you all more and more laurels. Moving on to much more important formalities of this evening, may I have the AV of Mr. Suresh Narayanan, Chairman and Managing Director, Nestle India Limited.
Mr. Suresh Narayanan, Chairman and Managing Director, Nestle India, is a well-known name in the corporate world. He has won several recognitions including the Best CEO FMCG for 3 years consecutively in 2019, 2020 and 2021. The Best CEO at the Forbes India Leadership Award 2017. The Most Valuable CEO by Business World in 2023. And the Best Business CEO by Business Today and PwC. Under his leadership, Nestle India was hailed as the MNC of the Year by AIMA in the year 2022, the Outstanding Company of the Year by CNBC TV8, and the Best Governed Company by Asian Center for Corporate Governance and Sustainability. Mr. Narayanan serves as the chairman of CII National Committee on Food Processing Industries. He is an independent director with Asian Paints and is on the board of governors of the Advertising Standards Council of India.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my proud privilege presenting Mr. Suresh Narayanan and request him to address the participants.
Before Mr. Suresh Narayanan comes to address us, I thought something more we need to know about Nestle worldwide. They have been encouraging innovations and several other kind of social CSR initiatives worldwide. And one thing I came across was that they are encouraging startups across the world. They are encouraging startups to come to their R&D facility, make use of them, invest in them in terms of helping them to shape the technology. So that's very important. Invest in the sense, it's not taking stakes, it is helping them to make the technology better and therefore the product is ready. So I think that was a very laudable thing. I came across one of the innovators who worked and taken advantage of that and took the product to the market from Nestle India Lab. Very nice. After hearing that, I thought, who would be the better chief guest to call upon for addressing this kind of a thing? That's how I said I requested Suresh. Suresh, thanks very much for accepting our request. Over to you, Suresh.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ranganathan, for your very, very kind words. Mr. Mahalingam, the President of Madras Management Association, Group Captain Vijay Kumar, a long friend, Mr. Ranganathan, all the members of the jury, ladies and gentlemen. When Group Captain Vijay Kumar first sent me the invitation for the CavinKare-MMA Chinnikrishnan Innovation Awards, it wasn't on my calendar. But Vijay Kumar knows how to press the lever of influence in order to ensure that the decision happens to his liking. So he told me, he said, CKR has requested. So when the name CKR came up, I said there is no way in which I am going to deny myself the privilege, because I respect Mr. Ranganathan very much as an entrepreneur, as a philanthropist, and as someone who served the larger cause of enhancing the value of corporates in this country. So I am here, and after having seen videos and having met the 3 award winners, I am truly humbled, I am truly inspired. I am also inspired by the fact that these are all young people. I think in the start we said we had a lot of entries and some of them are from middle-aged people as well, which is very good. It's very encouraging to get middle-aged people to also contribute. But these youngsters, these 6 of them, have got stakes in the fortune and future of this country. And there can be no bigger testimony to their commitment than the fact that they have a stake in the future of this country. One of the themes of the Chinnikrishnan Innovation Awards has been the very laudable dream that Mr. Chinnikrishnan had, that whatever the rich can enjoy, the common man should be able to afford. For this, he was willing to give up his steady job as a school teacher and go for a process of a wild goose chase, literally, in times which were very different. There were no accelerators, there were no startups, there were no incubators, there was nothing. He probably had the determination, the will, the passion, and the compassion to ensure that he delivers products in an affordable format and start what would be a journey of great valorization of innovation in the consumer goods industry. He is truly not just the father of Mr. C.K. Ranganathan, but also the father of the sachet revolution in this country, where everyone, Indian companies, foreign companies like mine, have all taken and been inspired by that idea and done in our own space whatever we could do to make things more affordable for those who can't afford it. The theme has always been a dream. This theme has always been a bugbear, a passion, something that people said, I cannot sleep without solving this problem. I represent a company, Nestle, which is also 160 years old, founded by Henri Nestle, who was himself an entrepreneur. At a time when Switzerland, and he was an immigrant from Germany to Switzerland, and he had tried his hands at various innovations, at various businesses, including to light up the then village and now town of Vevey in Switzerland on the banks of the Lake Geneva. He had bid his contract. Road construction, he had put his money in. Paraffin wax, he had put his money in. Many of these businesses he had failed. But the determination to be a good human and to do good for mankind never left him. 19th century Switzerland was a poor country. We can't imagine that Switzerland will ever be a poor country, but Switzerland was a poor country. And there was huge infant mortality. Number of children died before they reached the age of 5. Henri Nestle was a kind man. And he said, what could he do about it? He was a trained pharmacist. So he put together a product consisting of wheat flour, milk, sugar, vitamins, minerals, and a few other things, and gave it to Werner, the neighbor's son. Werner survived. And then he gave it to a few more children in the village where he was staying, and they all survived. Till the head of the village said, Henri, you are a dead broke entrepreneur. You will not be able to continue this and giving this free stuff to all the kids. Start a business. Hence, the Nestle empire was born. But he gave his name to it. He gave his name to it. He said, my product will be called Nestle, because he was a Nestle. And he said, every can, every product that I sell will have my seal of quality and safety. That's what I will do. And that's what he did. Built partnerships, went into the ecosystem, got the best quality milk, the best quality wheat flour, the best quality of everything. The original product was called farine lactée, which in French is wheat flour and milk. Farine lactée Nestle. The product still exists today. And some of you might have given it to your children. It's called Cerelac. Cerelac was the first product of this company in 1866. So you can see that whether it was Mr. Chinnikrishnan or continents away, Henri Nestle, their passion began with a dream. a dream to do good to mankind. None of them dreamt of being billionaires. None of them dreamt of becoming the most famous business person or entrepreneur in their times. But they wanted to do good for humankind. Today's three winners who are doing exemplary work, and my personal congratulations to each one of you for addressing some of the core issues in our country. Whether it is glaucoma, whether it is blindness and the impact of blindness, or whether it is environment. And I was delighted with the last awardees because there's so much of batteries and so much of electronic waste that is lying around that we don't know when it is all going to explode on our face. These youngsters have therefore begun with a passion and with a dream. And I think it is this dream that is important. My company, Nestle, started small, is today the largest consumer goods product in the world, tipping the scales at almost $100 billion of sales. And we never had family planning in innovation. We have more than 2,000 brands globally. 2,000 brands globally. So the challenge for me and my team is not what to launch, but when to launch. It's all the power of innovation. So what are the lessons that one can draw from this? And I'm not here going to preach to the converted, because everybody here is not only a wise person, but also a talented and also a recognized entrepreneur. People on the stage here are men and women of eminent distinction. So they don't need a lecture on what innovation does. But if I were to crystallize 4 or 5 principles, and I call them the 5 C's of innovation, they would be as follows. The first C is the challenge of innovation. The challenge of innovation is the marriage of impact and the marriage of technology. Making the impact on the market and also using technology is the most important interface that one can look at in broad terms. At Nestle, we use accelerators. We use the interface at our R&D centers, and we have one in India, in Manesar, which is near Gurgaon, that identifies such brilliant ideas, such sparks. Somebody wants to work with seaweed for packaging. Somebody wants to look at a better way of recycling plastic. Somebody is looking at a better protein source and a cheaper protein source for children. These are the kinds of ideas that we incubate in our accelerators, and we ensure that they see the light of day. These are causes much bigger than what the company represents. But yet, it is an important question that needs to be answered. So the marriage between impact and technology can either lead to innovation, which is architectural, which means that you try and do something in order to stay in the market, or you do incremental, which is you make some improvement in the product facilities and capabilities in order to improve your market share. You do something that is radical, which means that there is a huge technological leap, but not necessarily a massive market following that follows. But the most interesting form of innovation in the challenge of innovation is the disruptive. Disruptive is when the impact is huge and the technology is huge. Today, the 3 awardees of the Chinnikrishnan Innovation Awards are disruptive. They are using the power of technology to solve problems that are acute. Imagine if 12 million glaucoma patients were one day to be able to get the benefit of screening. Forget the fact that they have better lives. Imagine the impact on the economic life of this country. If you add 12 million people more into the productive workforce, and they all want to be productive. None of them is wanting to sit at home and weep over their future. If the blind, for example, were to be incorporated into mainstream using the innovation that has been awarded today, it can make a huge difference. Imagine to the environment the massive impact that can be had by recycling batteries and recovering not 1, 2, but 96% of what has gone into it. I think what the youngsters said about making India self-reliant on essential minerals and on essential materials is a very, very noble thought. So these are disruptive innovations that we need to encourage, that the government needs to encourage, that institutions like here, I'm told that this itself is one of the most powerful incubators and idea factories that we have in the country. And this can really spearhead the transformation of this country radically. The second C is what I call the context of innovation, which is who. Consumer insight is as important as the how, which is what you will do with the product. Mr. Chinnikrishnan had a simple consumer insight, saying that if I make something affordable, people are going to be interested in buying it. Nestle had the simple consumer insight that if children in a family survive, the family is happy and there is a greater productivity of the economy. All of this is insight based. The insight on blindness is a powerful insight. If I am able to get a technology to be able to make reading and listening to audiovisual easier for those who are sight impaired, it can improve their quality of life and hopefully get them to join the productive workforce. Quite recently, Nestle did an experiment, and I don't look at it as an experiment, I look at it as a duty that corporates need to do. And many of you corporates here might have already done it, so therefore it might be coming as again news to the converted. At our Sanand factory in Gujarat, we have a fairly large factory and 60% of the workforce are women in that factory. Because one of the things that we wanted to debunk is this utter nonsense that women in manufacturing don't work. That is one of our best factories. And today we have added a second dimension to it. A couple of months back, we have recruited 12 hearing impaired people into the production floor. They will be part of the production floor, and look at the transformative behavior. We all thought that they will be maladjusted and they'll have a problem. The normal workers have started to learn sign language in order to communicate. So who says that you need PhD degrees to be wise and to be compassionate and to be considerate? It can happen, and this can become a start towards a gentler, more respectful culture, which is what we need as human beings and which is what we need as society. So who, the what, and the how. The best example I can think of is Thomas Alva Edison and the discovery of the electric bulb. He not only discovered the electric bulb, he figured out the filament, he figured out the vacuum that surrounds it, and he figured out a cheap way of manufacturing hundreds and thousands of light bulbs. Today we have moved on in terms of innovation. But look at the beauty, the who, the what, and the how was captured so beautifully by Thomas Alva Edison, and therefore Edison is considered one of the greatest innovators of all times. It is this power of putting together not just the insight, but also the product and the delivery system that is extremely important. So what my advice to my young innovators who have won the award today is to focus on the delivery systems. You have the great ideas, you have the great technologies, you have made the bridge extremely well. Now look at impact. You should be able to reach out to hundreds and thousands of people, and I think that makes an impact. And indeed, a reference came to Aravind Eye Hospitals, which is probably one of the proudest institutions that I feel very proud of what it does in this country. Quietly, but firmly, but effectively, in a dedicated manner, to treat people with cataract, millions of people with cataract, in the cheapest manner that is possible. That is innovation in its purest form, and I'm delighted that some of my people are associated with it. The third, cultivating design thinking. And what does this mean? Cultivating design thinking is exactly what Mr. Chinnikrishnan did, consumer first. Sometimes in managing innovation, we think of the entrepreneur first. What is it that I can produce conveniently? What is it that I can market conveniently? What gives me the highest margin? What gives me the highest profit? That is immaterial. What is important to the consumer in terms of three characteristics that design thinking teaches us? Desirability. Does the consumer love it? Feasibility. Can I make it? And third, viability. Can this be sustained over a period of time? Simple concepts, but design thinking today has become an essential element of most corporates. And indeed, many of my young innovator friends use this technology extremely effectively. It's very simple. You know, the beauty of these concepts lies in the simplicity of the core. What we make complex is its interpretation. And therefore we call it by fancy names and people find it inaccessible. So desirability, feasibility, and viability. The fourth C, which I think increasingly corporates and small companies can look at, is co-creating solutions with consumers, customers, and suppliers. No company is God unto itself. No organization is full of all the geniuses that is possible in the planet. Sometimes the most powerful thoughts come from the humblest people. And the best ideas I have seen, and in my own tenure as the managing director of the company, in the last 5-6 years, we have launched more than 100 new products as a company. And some of the ideas have actually come from consumers and customers. They haven't come from within the group that manages the company. And I think that is the power, to be able to go beyond consumers, customers, suppliers, and I dare say, even government institutions can participate in it. Recently, we just launched a product in Delhi as a test market. It is a millet porridge. It's called A+ millets. This is processing bajra, which is one of the more plentiful millets in this country, but also one of the most difficult to process. So we developed a patented technology for it in conjunction with the Indian Institute of Millet Research, which is based in Hyderabad, who are doing fantastic work in the area of millet cultivation, millet processing, and millet formation into products. Now you would think that a company as big as Nestle would have the arrogance to say, who are IIMR to teach me anything? But we have our head screws on straight and we have our feet on the ground. We said, here are people with decades of experience in millet. Let's partner them. We partnered them, we came with this product, and today we see the applications of this technology in Africa. May not be the same masala millet because they will not like this particular product because of taste and local reasons, but the technologies are going to be applicable as far as Africa is concerned, because that too is a stressed part of the world in terms of nutrition deficiencies. So there is a larger purpose that can be done by co-creating with solutions with consumers, customers, and suppliers. And the final C, and probably the most important C, is creating a culture of innovation. We all like innovation. But for example, in the food sector, less than 10% of innovations are even successful, which means that they make commercial results in the first 5 years of existence and in fact even last for 5 years. That's how difficult it is. And yet, as organizations, we have to create the culture of innovation. And the culture of innovation comes with a simple premise that should be read like the scriptures by the leadership of the organization. Failing to succeed will enable succeeding to succeed. We have to live with failures in order to be successful. You don't ride a bicycle the first time you ride it. We all know as children, we fall. We see our children fall. But as Nelson Mandela said, it is not important that we fall. It is important that we dust ourselves and rise again. That is the most important part of being a human. So creating this culture of innovation in terms of people, process and rewards. The kind of platform that the Chinnikrishnan Innovation Awards offers is valuable because it does three things. It recognizes that innovation is at the core of society. Second, it has a democratic, meritocratic, and well-established analytical process of identifying who the best of the best are. And number three, it gives the platform for these best of the best to not only get recognized, but I do hope and pray, and my blessings are with all three of them, to get the necessary funding, the necessary financing, and the necessary limelight in order to scale up their ideas. It is the same that is needed in corporates. It is the same that is needed in corporates. And usually, it is the leadership that has to walk the talk. At Nestle, in recent times, we are innovating at a pace more than 3 times what we have done 10 years ago. Nothing has happened to the process. Nothing has happened in terms of the expectations. What has happened is that the ability to fail has increased. Because the leadership, starting from me, says, if something fails, I take the rap on my shoulder. I take the responsibility for it. You go ahead and do what you think is important and relevant to the consumer. So innovation is truly a journey that encompasses a passion and a dream. It encompasses perseverance, and it elevates the spirit of the country, the organization and the community, because it tells us that there is something that is beyond what we all think is obvious, and making the obvious into a reality and making that reality into a dream and continuing this cycle for all times to come is what innovation truly does. So I thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for your very patient hearing. I want to take this opportunity once again of congratulating CavinKare, MMA and the Chinnikrishnan Awards for recognizing genuinely important talent and initiatives for this country. If one day these awards recognize not 3, but 30, that will be the day when we can say that innovation is becoming a lifeblood of our country. Thank you all very much for your patient listening, and all the very best wishes to all the innovators, and also a big thanks to the jury for having done what they have done brilliantly and brilliantly well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Very, very inspiring words, those, not only for the new innovators here this evening, but I think for hundreds of students who are watching this program online and dozens of them who are assembled here. Ladies and gentlemen, now may I now request Mr. C.K. Ranganathan and Mr. Mahalingam to step forward along with other dignitaries on the stage to present a memento to the distinguished chief guest of this evening, Mr. Suresh Narayanan. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for taking your time off to be here with us this evening and inspiring all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a round of applause. He's taken all this time off from his busy schedule to be here with us this evening to encourage all of us to do more. Innovation is a journey that encompasses passion and dream. That's what he said. Thank you so much for your wonderful words, sir. It's time for us to take this opportunity and honor a few others who have made this award process possible this evening. May I request the dignitaries on the stage to also honor a few others. Ms. Aarti Lakshmi Narayan, partner Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas, for supporting the award as the process advisor. May I request you to accept a memento from our chief guest this evening. May I also now request the distinguished chairman and members of the panel of jury to do us the honor of accepting a memento in appreciation of your great support which contributed to the success of this award. May I invite Mr. P. Ilango, Managing Director, Hindustan Oil Exploration Private Limited, Mr. Natesh Balakrishna, Managing Director, South Asia, ASAPAC, Dormakaba, India Private Limited, Mr. Lakshmi Narayanan Duraiswamy, Managing Director, Sundar Home Finance Private Limited, Ms. Mridula Ramesh, CEO, Sundaram Climate Institute and Executive Director, Sundaram Textiles, and Mr. Parvez Alam to come on to the dais, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Ilango, Managing Director, Hindustan Oil Exploration Private Limited. He was one of the jury members for this award process. We have Mr. Natesh Balakrishna on the stage. Mr. Natesh? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Mridula Ramesh. She has been a great sense of support. She is CEO of Sundaram Climate Institute and Executive Director, Sundaram Textiles. Yes, all these jury members have given a lot of their time and effort. Yes, they deserve a big round of applause. Thank you so much. Mr. Parvez Alam is the Chief Executive Officer and Director, Crescent Innovation and Incubation Council. Thank you, Mr. Parvez. And let me also take this opportunity to thank Professor L.S. Ganesh, Vice Chancellor, ICFA, University of Hyderabad, Mr. Raman Ramachandran, Director and Dean, KJ Somaya Institute, and Mr. Gautam Sarvesh, RR Manager Ops and Manager Liaison, Keys to Forum, Chennai, who have also been on the panel of jury but are unable to join us this evening because of their other commitments. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sekar. Thank you, Mr. Mahalingam. Thanks all the dignitaries for giving us this opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now have the AV of Group Captain R. Vijay Kumar, Vishisht Seva Medal. He is the Executive Director, MMA.
Group Captain R. Vijay Kumar, retired, VSM, is the Executive Director of the Madras Management Association. He was awarded the Vishisht Seva Medal by the President of India for distinguished service of very high order. Under his dynamic leadership, MMA won AIMA's Best Management Association in India award for 14 times in a row, including for the year 2022-23.
May I now invite Group Captain Vijay Kumar to deliver the word of thanks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You don't sleep, so you don't forget anybody. It's indeed a proud moment for me. It's a privilege for me to deliver the formal vote of thanks. This is another momentous occasion for me. We have been associated with this award, at least personally for me, for the last 10 years. When CKR first asked me, DC, that's what he called me, can we do it together? I said, come on, sir, it's a privilege and honor. And when I put up to the committee totally supported us. Since then, they know looking back, as it was briefed earlier, Tamil Nadu to Puducherry to South. Today, we are at nook and corner of the country. The entire nation is covered by this innovation award. Promoting the culture of innovation is paramount for the progress of the nation, which was reiterated by all the speakers before. Award like CavinKare-MMA Innovation Award plays a pivotal role in igniting the creative sparks within the numerous startups. This in turn contributes significantly to the employment generation and broader task of nation building. Now, it's indeed my privilege to thank Mr. Suresh Narayanan. What he said is that I used CKR's name because he said 5 C's. He also liked another C which he missed out, compassion. Another C is CKRC. That's what he came. Thank you, Suresh, and we have known him for the last 20 years plus, and we had a small association, but he still remembers. That is his compassion, that is the quality of a great leader, that he always remembers the people whom he interacted in spite of the time, in spite of the organization which I was belong to. Thank you, Suresh, your inspiring address, and I'm quite sure many of the people who watch this program online, also here, get inspired, and they kindle the thought process by that thing, and we always look at Nestle as a great model for everything what they do. And we had the privilege of him and coming and explaining what had happened, and Maggie noodles, and that was one of the final lecture which he delivered in MMA a couple of years back. It's really a proud moment for us to have you with us, and you added tremendous value to the award function this evening. Thank you, Suresh. What to say about CKR? CKR is well-wisher of MMA, and is supporting us not only for the Innovation Award. Everything what we do together is what we get the support of CKR. I must proudly mention that I joined MMA when he was the president, actually. He's the one who selected me to join MMA, and no looking back. And CKR is one person who is always privileged and proud to work with. And MMA is privileged and honor to work with you, CavinKare, and thank you, CKR. And President Madras Management Association, Mr. Mali, and members of the managing committee. I'm sure whatever accolades we got couldn't been possible without the active support of the President and the entire committee who stood behind us to promote and encourage. Every month we discuss about CavinKare Award, what to be done, what's the progress. And thanks to the entire team, President, for your total support. Aarti Lakshmi Narayanan, partner Shardul Amarchand, the moment I requested her, because we need a legal thing to see, a lot of patents, a lot of things, because when you have a legal people, tomorrow you cannot get into any legal issues, why the award is given, what patent. So Shardul took care of everything, so we are very safe in awarding the thing. Thank you, Aarti. Your presence made all the difference to us. And the panel of jury, the preliminary as well as the final. And in particular, I want to mention about Mr. L.S. Ganesh, I think was also mentioned. Professor Ganesh is very closely connected with the award for the last 6-7 years. This year, unfortunately, he couldn't join us because you're not well. He was admitted in the hospital during the jury meeting. You'll be surprised, ladies and gentlemen, from the hospital bed, he took part in the jury meeting through our Zoom meeting. And we told him, leave it, said, no, I want to join, and the jury are witness to that. He gave us a lot of input from the bed because he's the one who is mentor, advisor for that. And thank you, Mr. Ganesh. We are missing you today in this matter. And we have a fantastic team at CavinKare who support us from everywhere. And in particular, I would like to mention the name of Geeta. I don't know, without Geeta, what will you do without this award? You are one person who has been like a pillar. And also Arinarayan and Sandeep for their fantastic support. I don't mention a very, very special word about this gentleman, Mr. Chokalingam. He's a video photographer in RV Productions. All the beautiful videos what you have seen today about all the jury, travel all over India, picked up the guy, interviewed them with the questions and got it everything and gave us such a fantastic back, which Mridula said that you made our job simple. But who made your job simple is this fantastic videographer who meticulously followed the entire guidelines put up to him. Thank you, Chokalingam. You have been a great support to us. Event management, this is a beautiful setup what has been created by Showspace, and they always do a fantastic job, because at the end of the day, how you present, it makes all the difference, and the Showspace make that all possible. And the public relation Brandcom, they were the one who took the entire thing all over the nation, so that we get people from all over India to participate. We had a very good process to connect with every single innovation organization in the country, so that we could get some phenomenal nominations. Today we're going to have a delicious food and dinner by Rajiv Gandhi. I can assure you, he's one of the fantastic caterers in Chennai, maybe in South India. And thank you, Rajiv. We're all looking forward eagerly. They're telling me to finish it quickly, but you told me that another 5 minutes I'll take, so that you will enjoy the food very well. MMA CavinKare volunteers, quite a number of them, who made this event so beautiful, so smooth, and so that everybody really comfortable and enjoy the thing. Members of the media, for your presence, thank you so much. And my dear friend, my colleague, veteran MC, Mr. Dr. Venkatraman, for really going through the program meticulously in the time management. Thank you, Venkat, for the phenomenal MC. And also my team MMA, I think all the accolades I get, 14 years, we get the award, Best in India, all that. But I don't think nothing could have been achieved without my team behind, which is like a rock behind me. And they work. I can tell you, when I'm talking to you today, my team at MMA, there is an event parallelly going on in MMA actually. So they are doing it because they said, no problem, so you carry on. We'll continue this commitment what we have taken. So we have a very solid team. We have Venkat, who done the MC, Satish, Sundar, Waki, Revati, Rajaram, Narsimhan. Also we have with us Tayub, who is put together all the designing, who designed our CavinKare, the entire website, through which we reach out nook and corner, we get all the feedbacks. And thank you, Tayub. You have been a fantastic support to MMA. Really appreciate that. And thanks to each one of you, audience, in spite of lovely weather. And many of us, I got a lot of SMSs, very cloudy. Vijay Kumar, sorry, we regret, we'll watch it online. That's the time I realized, why should I take this online? Next time we should never take this online. It will be a deferred telecast only. Simple answer, they all said we'll watch it online. But thank you, all those who are watching, but we are missing you as much as you are missing us. But I can assure you are missing a lovely dinner post, and the speech you would have already listened to you. Thank you, we are missing you. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much to each one of you. And may I request you all kindly raise for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you've been a phenomenal, fantastic audience this evening. So, this brings us to the award, close of the award function this evening. Thank you all for your participation. Kindly join us for the dinner hosted by Mr. C.K. Ranganathan, Chairman and Managing Director, CavinKare, on this occasion at the 6th floor of the same building. Thank you and good night until we meet again.